My husband's family recently tried to take over our vacation home, and when I said no, they turned the whole family against us. I've been married to Martin, 35, for 7 years. We met in college during a hackathon where we were paired up for a project. Despite our initial clash of ideas, we ended up creating an award-winning app that won first place in the US. This victory not only marked a successful partnership but also sparked a romance that led to our marriage. Both Martin and I work in tech. I started as an ex-designer and transitioned into interior design, merging my love for technology and aesthetics. Martin climbed the ranks in software development and is now a project manager at a prominent tech firm. Our careers have been demanding but fulfilling, allowing us to build a comfortable life together. Last year, we achieved a major goal, buying a beautiful vacation home in the mountains. It's a charming 3-bedroom cabin with stunning views of pine-covered slopes and a crystal-clear lake. I fell in love with it instantly, reminiscent of the summers the first spent at my grandparents' lakeside cottage. The cabin needed work, but where others saw problems, I saw potential. As an interior designer, I invested a significant amount of our savings into renovating it. Every weekend, I carefully selected paint colors, light fixtures, and furniture, mixing modern elements with rustic charm to create a luxurious yet cozy retreat. Martin has been supportive of the project, even though he hasn't been able to contribute much due to work. We've talked excitedly about future vacations, imagining winters by the fireplace and summers kayaking on the lake. The issue began when my in-laws, Bob, 68, and Linda, 65, visited us for our anniversary dinner. They saw photos of the cabin renovation on social media and were captivated. At first, their interest seemed harmless, but then they dropped a bombshell. They wanted to move into the cabin permanently. I was shocked. This cabin was meant to be our escape, not a permanent residence for my in-laws. Martin, surprisingly, didn't seem as concerned. He argued that the cabin has 3 bedrooms and there's space for everyone. What Martin doesn't understand is that I bought the cabin as both an investment and a personal retreat. I plan to rent it out when we're not using it to help cover the mortgage and renovation costs. This would be impossible with his parents living there full-time. Sharing our vacation home, even with family, feels like an invasion of the private space I've worked so hard to create. To complicate matters, Martin's younger brother Tom, 30, who was also at the dinner, expressed interest in joining his parents. Tom has a history of financial issues and job hopping. He's currently unemployed and living in Bob and Linda's basement. The family has been tense over his situation for months. The next day, I tried explaining my concerns to Martin. I reminded him of our plans for the cabin and the effort I put into it. Martin accused me of being selfish, arguing that the cabin is big enough for everyone and that we should help his family. He also reminded me that his parents helped us with the down payment on our first house 5 years ago. While I'm grateful for that help, I don't believe it entitles them to our vacation home. That gift was for our primary residence, not a blank check for future properties. This situation has created a rift between us. We've been arguing more frequently, and Martin insists on being unreasonable. I feel like the bad guy for wanting to keep our dream cabin. The stress is affecting other areas of our life, including work and social relationships. Bob and Linda have even started telling extended family about their move to the mountains. At a recent family barbecue, Martin's aunt congratulated me on doing something wonderful for them, leaving me blindsided. I understand Martin's desire to help his parents. They've been kind to me, and I care about them. They're getting older, and the idea of a peaceful mountain retirement likely appeals to them. However, this cabin represents years of hard work and savings for Martin and me. It's not just a property, it's a dream we've built together. I'm concerned about the precedent this would set. If we give in, what's next? Will we be expected to support Tom indefinitely? Will every major decision be subject to family approval? I love my in-laws, but I also value my independence and the plans I had for this property. Maintaining some separation between our nuclear family and extended family is important to me. I'm torn between standing my ground and keeping the peace. The stress is taking a toll on me, affecting my sleep and making family gatherings tense. This is the first time Martin and I have felt so divided. I want to find a solution that respects everyone's needs and feelings, but am unsure how to proceed. Am I wrong for wanting to keep our vacation home to ourselves? How can I navigate this delicate situation without alienating Martin and his family? Is there a compromise I'm not seeing? Any advice would be greatly appreciated.